At this stage of life, God has reserved your greatest blessing. It's coming faster than you expect. Listen carefully, my child, because this moment is not random and this message did not find you by accident. You were located, chosen, and gently interrupted on purpose. Don't skip this, because right now heaven is leaning toward you and something you have been waiting for quietly is already in motion. Do you feel that subtle stirring in your spirit even as these words reach you? You have reached a stage of life where you thought most surprises were behind you, where hope learned to be cautious, where prayers became quieter, more careful, and less spoken out loud. Haven't you noticed how you stopped asking boldly and started settling silently? But hear me, my beloved, this stage is not the ending you assumed, it is the positioning, the preparation, the divine pause before acceleration, and you must hear this, because what I have reserved for you was never meant for your early years, it was protected for now. Do you believe that some blessings require maturity to carry? I know the nights you questioned whether time had passed you by. I know the moments you smiled for others while privately grieving what you thought would never happen. Tell me honestly, have you felt like life kept moving while you stayed emotionally parked? This is where urgency enters. Listen carefully, because if you stop listening now you might miss the confirmation your soul has been begging for. I did not delay you, I preserved you, I did not forget you, I was aligning circumstances, people, and timing behind the scenes. Haven't you sensed doors closing recently that once felt familiar? That was not loss, that was clearance. Type yes if you feel something old ending right now. You see, my chosen one, there are blessings that cannot arrive while you are still carrying outdated expectations, outdated wounds, outdated versions of yourself, and I had to strip some things away gently and sometimes painfully. Did you wonder why certain relationships faded without explanation? Did you question why certain plans lost their energy? This is not punishment, this is precision, and you must hear this next part, because it carries both warning and promise. The blessing coming to you is large, larger than what you asked for, and it requires space, courage, and readiness. Do you trust me enough to receive something bigger than your comfort zone? Don't skip this, because many stop listening right before revelation, and I don't want you to miss the sign that confirms this message is for you. Have you noticed repeated thoughts about starting over, moving, changing direction, or finally saying yes to something you once feared? That is me stirring destiny, whispering preparation, calling you forward, and here is the reassurance your heart needs: you are protected, nothing coming will harm you, nothing unfolding will embarrass you, nothing aligning will break you. Do you feel peace rising even as uncertainty still lingers? Type Amen if you feel calm settling in your chest right now. Listen carefully, because I am about to reveal something that explains your past pain. Every disappointment you endured was not wasted. It trained discernment, it refined patience, it strengthened spiritual muscle. Haven't you realized how much wiser you are now compared to who you used to be? This stage of life carries authority, discernment, and depth, and that is exactly why the blessing is arriving now, not before. Do you understand that earlier you would have mishandled it? Don't skip this moment, because I am shifting the energy of your future as you listen. There is urgency here, because the window is opening faster than you expect. Things will begin moving suddenly, unexpectedly, and you will need faith to move with it. Have you felt time speeding up recently, as if days are blending together? That is the signal. Alignment is accelerating, and here is the mystery you need to sit with. The blessing is already closer than you think, closer than your fear, closer than your doubt, closer than your memory of past failure. Can you sense anticipation mixed with nervousness right now? Type yes if your heart feels both excited and cautious. My beloved, you were never behind, you were being timed, and the moment approaching will require a decision, not later, not someday, but soon. Do you trust me enough to say yes when the door opens unexpectedly? I am not revealing everything yet, because some truths unfold only as you stay present, but know this: what is coming will redefine how you see yourself, how others see you, and how you see me. And if you think this message is intense now, you are not ready for what I am about to reveal next, because what happens next will shock you. Because the shift you are standing in right now is the one most people never recognize until it has already passed. So listen carefully, my child, don't skip this, because what I am about to say will explain the pressure you have been feeling without being able to name it. Have you noticed how your patience has been tested more intensely lately? Have you felt moments where your faith felt stretched thin, not broken, just stretched? That tension is not weakness, it is expansion, and this is not random. This is the moment where heaven measures readiness, and you must hear this clearly: the greatest blessings are never loud at first, they approach quietly, disguising themselves as restlessness, dissatisfaction, or holy discomfort. Have you felt uneasy with things that once felt acceptable? That is not ingratitude, that is elevation calling you higher, and I need you to stay with me now, because many tune out right here and miss the confirmation meant only for them. Do you believe I can speak directly into your current season with precision? Type yes if you feel this message is locating you specifically. My beloved, I have watched you learn restraint, humility, and endurance. You have learned when to speak and when to stay silent, when to fight and when to surrender, and those lessons were not optional, they were prerequisites. Do you see now why shortcuts never worked for you? I closed certain paths because they would have led you away from your true assignment, not toward it, and here is the warning you need to hear gently but clearly: the next blessing will require courage to accept, not effort to earn, and some of you struggle more with receiving than striving. Tell me honestly, do you find it easier to work than to rest and trust? Don't skip this, because this part separates preparation from manifestation. You are not being asked to prove yourself anymore, you are being asked to position yourself, and positioning requires awareness, discernment, and obedience. Have you noticed subtle nudges lately telling you to slow down, to wait, to watch? That is me aligning timing, and here is the reassurance your spirit needs: nothing will be rushed prematurely, nothing will arrive incomplete. What is coming has divine timing wrapped around it. Do you feel relief hearing that? Type Amen if you feel pressure lifting right now. Listen carefully, because I am about to expose something hidden. There has been an unseen battle around your confidence, whispers telling you that your moment already passed, that younger, faster, louder voices replaced you. But hear me, my chosen one, wisdom carries weight that noise never will, and this stage of life carries authority heaven respects. Do you see how your voice has become calmer but more powerful? That is not fading, that is refinement, and here is the mystery: the blessing coming is not just for you, it will impact others connected to your obedience. Have you sensed responsibility growing alongside desire? Don't skip this, because this is where destiny becomes unavoidable. You will soon be placed in a position where your yes unlocks provision, healing, or breakthrough for someone else, and that is why preparation felt heavy. Do you understand that some delays protect more than just you? Type yes if you feel called for something bigger than yourself. My beloved, I am not finished speaking, and I am not finished working. The signs around you will begin to increase: unexpected conversations, repeated ideas, sudden opportunities that feel strangely familiar. Pay attention, because these are not coincidences. Have you noticed patterns repeating lately? That is me confirming direction, and here is the urgency you must not ignore. Hesitation can cost timing, not blessing. Timing, and timing matters now. Do you trust me enough to move when I say move? Stay with me, because what I am about to reveal next explains why this blessing must arrive faster than you expect, and when you hear it, everything will make sense, and the truth I haven't revealed yet will change everything. Because acceleration is already happening beneath the surface even if your eyes have not fully caught up yet. Listen carefully, my child, don't skip this moment, because this is where understanding replaces confusion. Have you felt like things are aligning quietly without announcements? That is how divine speed moves, silently at first, invisibly to those who are not watching, and you have been watching, haven't you? You have been sensing shifts in conversations, priorities, even in what excites you now. Tell me honestly, do the same old dreams feel too small lately? That is not dissatisfaction, that is expansion pressing outward, and here is the reason speed is necessary now. The blessing reserved for you has a time window, not because I am limited, but because destiny intersects with other lives, other choices, other moments. Do you believe your obedience can affect timing beyond yourself? Listen carefully, because if you miss this, you may misinterpret the pressure. Urgency does not mean panic, it means readiness, and readiness means staying alert. Have you noticed how distractions have increased recently? That is not coincidence, that is opposition sensing movement. But here is the reassurance you need. Nothing can stop what I have sealed, nothing can steal what carries my mark. Do you feel protected even as intensity rises? Type Amen if you feel covered right now. My beloved, there are conversations you will soon have that will change direction suddenly, opportunities that will appear without long explanations, invitations that require quick discernment, and you will recognize them by the peace they carry. Have you been asking me for clarity? This is it. Clarity often comes disguised as calm certainty rather than loud excitement, and here is the warning spoken in love. Overthinking can delay what obedience would accelerate. Tell me honestly, do you sometimes wait for perfect conditions before moving? Don't skip this, because perfection is not required, willingness is, and you have already been made ready through experiences you survived. Haven't you overcome things you once thought would break you? That survival was training, not just endurance, and here is the mystery unfolding. The blessing coming is aligned with your true identity, not the version shaped by fear or people's expectations. Do you feel yourself shedding old labels lately? That is me restoring original design, and this restoration brings momentum, because when you move as yourself, resistance weakens. Do you feel lighter imagining that freedom? Type yes if you feel release beginning. Listen carefully, because I am about to speak into your future with precision. The next season will require discernment between good and aligned, between busy and purposeful, between familiar and destined. Have you felt pulled towards simplicity recently? That is because clarity accelerates movement, and I am simplifying your path so you can move faster without confusion. Don't skip this moment, because the next sign will come quickly after the last, and hesitation will feel louder than usual. That is how you know timing matters. Do you trust me enough to choose peace over explanation? My chosen one, you are not late, you are on time, and time is bending in your favor now. But I am still holding back one truth, one revelation that explains why this blessing will arrive suddenly and visibly, and when I reveal it, your perspective will shift completely, because everything is about to change. Because the suddenness you are about to experience is not chaos, it is culmination. Listen carefully, my child, don't skip this, because this is where years of unseen faith collide with visible outcome. Have you ever wondered why your journey felt longer than others who started after you? That was not unfairness, that was layering, and layers carry weight, and weight carries authority. Do you feel the seriousness of this moment settling in? I need you present now, because the blessing approaching you will not announce itself slowly, it will interrupt your normal, and interruption requires readiness. Have you sensed your routines becoming uncomfortable lately? That discomfort is intentional, it is loosening your grip on what cannot go with you, and here is the truth many are afraid to hear: comfort can delay destiny, but I love you too much to leave you there. Do you trust me even when I disturb your familiar? Type yes if you are willing to move when I nudge you. My beloved, I am about to address a fear you rarely admit, the fear that if something finally goes right, something else might go wrong. That hesitation is understandable, but it no longer serves you. Haven't you noticed how you brace for disappointment even in hopeful moments? Listen carefully, because protection surrounds what I release. This blessing is not fragile, it is fortified, and it will not collapse under joy. Do you feel reassurance washing over you now? Don't skip this, because this next revelation reframes your waiting. The delay was not about readiness alone, it was about alignment with favor. Favor must meet opportunity at the same time, and that moment is approaching quickly. Have you seen doors opening that you did not knock on? That is favor preceding effort, and favor accelerates outcomes. Type Amen if you believe favor is finding you now. My chosen one, your humility preserved you, your patience refined you, but now boldness must rise, because shrinking back would dishonor what I prepared. Do you feel a quiet confidence beginning to replace old doubt? That confidence is not pride, it is recognition of who you are becoming, and here is the mystery I hinted at before. The blessing will arrive through an unexpected channel, not the one you planned, not the one you rehearsed, but one that feels strangely familiar to your spirit. Have you felt drawn to something you cannot logically explain? That pull is alignment, and alignment brings speed. Don't skip this moment, because logic alone cannot guide you where faith is required, and faith is what unlocks what is next. Do you trust me beyond understanding? My beloved, conversations will shift tone, people will see you differently, not because you changed your voice, but because authority became visible. Have you noticed subtle respect replacing dismissal? That is the beginning, and here is the urgency you must hear. When momentum starts, doubt will try to return louder than before, but doubt is a sign you are close, not wrong. Do you recognize that pattern now? Type yes if you have seen doubt rise right before breakthrough. Stay with me, because I am about to reveal the final layer, the reason this blessing comes now and not later, and when you hear it, you will understand why everything before had to unfold exactly as it did, and the revelation waiting ahead will leave no room for doubt, because what happens next will shock you. Because now you are ready to hear the reason timing could not be delayed any longer. Listen carefully, my child, don't skip this moment, because this truth explains everything. The blessing reserved for you is connected to a convergence that cannot wait. Have you felt an inner urgency you could not logically justify? That urgency is not anxiety, it is alignment locking into place, and when alignment completes, movement becomes inevitable. Do you sense that something is about to move whether you feel ready or not? My beloved, there are people, opportunities, and outcomes that have been circling your life, waiting for you to arrive fully into who you are, and now you have. Haven't you noticed how you no longer chase validation the way you once did? That detachment is maturity, and maturity attracts what striving never could. Don't skip this, because this is where destiny stops negotiating and starts manifesting. Have you felt less desperate but more certain lately? That certainty is the signal heaven watches for, and here is the reassurance you need. You will not miss this, you will recognize it. The blessing will carry peace even as it stretches you. Do you believe peace can exist alongside challenge? Type Amen if you feel steadiness rising inside you now. Listen carefully, because I am about to address your concern about loss. What if receiving means risking again? What if opening your hands invites vulnerability? Tell me honestly, has fear of losing kept you from fully wanting? My chosen one, nothing you receive now will be taken the way past things were, because this time you are anchored, and anchoring changes outcomes. Do you feel stronger than you used to be? That strength is why now works, and here is the mystery unfolding. The blessing will validate past obedience quietly, not with noise, but with undeniable evidence. Have you longed for confirmation more than applause? That desire will be honored. Don't skip this, because recognition will come without you asking for it, respect will follow alignment naturally, and provision will follow obedience effortlessly. Do you trust that I can bring ease without guilt? Type yes if you are ready to receive without apologizing. My beloved, you are entering a season where clarity replaces confusion quickly, decisions feel cleaner, boundaries feel firmer, and direction feels sharper. Have you sensed your tolerance for chaos decreasing? That is discernment sharpening, and discernment accelerates blessing because it reduces delay. And here is the urgency. This season will move faster than previous ones. You will need to stay present, listening, responsive. Do you trust yourself to hear me clearly now? Don't skip this, because the pace will surprise you, but it will not overwhelm you, because grace will meet every step, and grace multiplies capacity. Do you feel capable in a way you did not before? My chosen one, the final confirmation is near, a moment, a message, or an encounter that seals what I have been saying, and when it happens, doubt will dissolve instantly. Have you been asking for a clear sign? Stay attentive, because it will arrive sooner than you expect, and when it does, you will understand why this stage of life was chosen for your greatest blessing. But I am still holding back one final truth, one revelation that explains how quickly everything will unfold from that moment forward, and when I speak it, nothing will ever feel the same again, because everything is about to change. Because once that confirmation arrives, movement will not trickle, it will surge. Listen carefully, my child, don't skip this, because this is where speed becomes undeniable. Have you ever seen how a dam holds pressure quietly for years and then releases suddenly with unstoppable force? That is what is happening in your life now. Pressure has been building not to harm you but to propel you. Do you feel that sense of something ready to break open? My beloved, I need you to understand this clearly. The blessing coming will not require years to prove itself, it will establish itself quickly, and that sudden stability may feel unfamiliar. Have you noticed how you sometimes mistrust ease because struggle became normal? Listen carefully, because ease is not a trap when it is divinely given, it is confirmation, and here is the reassurance your heart needs. You will not lose yourself in this blessing, you will finally recognize yourself. Do you feel that relief settling in your spirit now? Type Amen if you feel peace rising instead of fear. Don't skip this moment, because many misunderstand what fast blessing looks like. They expect chaos, but what is coming will feel ordered, intentional, and right on time. Have you sensed things lining up without forcing lately? That is alignment accelerating, and alignment creates momentum without burnout. My chosen one, your role now is attentiveness, not anxiety, responsiveness, not rushing. do you trust me enough to move calmly even when speed increases? Listen carefully, because I am about to warn you gently. Comparison will try to re-enter your thoughts as things begin moving, voices saying it happened too late or differently than expected. But hear me, your path was customized. Do you believe I tailor blessings to the one receiving them? Don't skip this, because comparison can distract at critical moments, and this moment is critical. Type yes if you release comparison right now. My beloved, I am also strengthening your discernment because not every open door will require entry, some will simply confirm favor. Have you felt more selective recently? That is wisdom sharpening, and wisdom keeps blessings intact. Here is the mystery unfolding further. The speed of what comes next will reveal who is meant to walk with you forward and who was only meant to walk with you until now. Do you feel prepared to release without resentment? Listen carefully, because grace will be required, but so will boundaries, and boundaries protect what arrives. Don't skip this, because you will soon need to say yes decisively and no peacefully. Do you trust yourself to do that? Type Amen if you are ready to protect what is coming. My chosen one, the final stage before manifestation is recognition, not from the world first, but from you. You must see yourself as ready, worthy, positioned. Have you noticed your inner dialogue changing subtly? That shift is crucial, because what you believe internally determines how smoothly blessing integrates externally, and here is the urgency. The next few moments, decisions, and responses matter more than you realize. They are setting tone, pace, and outcome. Do you feel the weight of significance right now? Stay with me, because I am about to reveal the last unseen force accelerating this blessing toward you, and when you understand it, you will realize why everything is about to unfold faster than you ever imagined, and the truth I reveal next will leave you breathless. Because the unseen force accelerating everything is agreement. Listen carefully, my child, don't skip this, because this is where heaven and your will align completely. Agreement is not loud declarations, it is quiet consent, a settled yes deep inside. Have you felt yourself resisting less and trusting more lately? That is agreement forming, and agreement releases momentum. My beloved, there were moments in your past when blessings slowed because your heart was divided between fear and faith, but now your heart is steadier. Do you notice how quickly you recover from doubt now? That recovery is strength, and strength signals readiness. Type yes if you feel more grounded than before. Don't skip this moment, because agreement also exposes what can no longer remain. You may notice impatience for surface conversations, intolerance for half-truth, desire for depth. Have you felt drawn toward authenticity even when it costs comfort? That is alignment completing, and alignment invites acceleration. Listen carefully, because I am about to reassure you about something you fear quietly. Saying yes fully does not mean losing control, it means gaining peace. Do you feel safer trusting me now than you once did? My chosen one, agreement also shifts how others respond to you. Resistance softens, cooperation increases, recognition grows, not because you demand it, but because authority becomes evident. Have you noticed subtle changes in how people listen to you? That is not coincidence, that is alignment becoming visible. Don't skip this, because visibility brings responsibility, and responsibility carries blessing. Do you believe you can handle both now? Type Amen if you feel capable and calm. Listen carefully, because agreement accelerates timing dramatically. What once took seasons will now take moments. What once required effort will now require attention. Do you feel that distinction settling in? Attention keeps you present, and presence keeps you responsive, and responsiveness keeps you in flow. My beloved, the flow coming will feel natural, not forced, guided, not chaotic. Have you been praying for ease that still honors purpose? This is that answer, and here is the mystery deepening. The blessing will arrive through something already familiar to you, a skill, a relationship, a desire you thought was ordinary. Do you see now why nothing in your life was wasted? Don't skip this, because recognition of the familiar will trigger movement, and movement will trigger manifestation. Do you trust yourself to act when recognition comes? Type yes if you are ready to move without hesitation. My chosen one, there is one final resistance I must address, the fear of being seen at this stage of life, the thought that visibility belongs to others, not you. But hear me, visibility follows obedience, not age. Do you believe your time is now regardless of season? Listen carefully, because the moment you accept that truth, momentum will increase again, and when it does, there will be no mistaking that something extraordinary has begun. Stay with me, because I am about to reveal how this blessing will touch multiple areas of your life at once, and when you hear it, you will understand why this message had to reach you exactly now, because everything is about to converge. Because convergence never touches only one area. Listen carefully, my child, don't skip this, because this is where the picture becomes wider than you imagined. The blessing arriving will ripple outward, touching your stability, your purpose, your relationships, and your sense of meaning all at once. Have you ever wondered why a single answer sometimes solves many prayers at the same time? That is what convergence does, and it is forming around you now, my beloved. You have prayed separate prayers for peace, provision, clarity, and confirmation, but what is coming will answer them together. Do you feel that sense of completeness stirring as you hear this? Don't skip this moment, because many expect blessings to arrive in pieces, but this one arrives integrated, whole, and that wholeness may surprise you. Have you noticed how fragmented life felt before, as if things never lined up at the same time? That misalignment is ending, and here is the reassurance you need. You will not have to choose between purpose and peace, between provision and integrity, between success and rest. Do you believe I can bring all without compromise? Type Amen if your heart longs for wholeness, not just relief. Listen carefully, because convergence also clarifies relationships. Some will deepen quickly, others will naturally fall away, and neither will require explanation. Have you felt less inclined to force connections lately? That is discernment protecting energy, and protection preserves blessing. My chosen one, you may notice support appearing from unexpected places, encouragement arriving without asking, resources showing up without strain. Do you trust that help can come without debt? Don't skip this, because independence learned in survival must now make room for partnership formed in purpose. Do you feel ready to receive support without suspicion? Type yes if you release the need to do everything alone. My beloved, convergence also touches identity. You will no longer question whether you belong where you are placed. Confidence will feel quiet but unshakable. Have you imagined what it would feel like to stop explaining yourself? That freedom is approaching, and here is the mystery. The blessing will feel both new and familiar, as if you are finally stepping into something you always knew deep down was meant for you. Have you felt moments of recognition rather than surprise lately? That recognition is destiny remembering itself. Don't skip this moment, because when convergence completes, speed increases again, and decisions will carry weight quickly. Do you trust your discernment now more than before? Type Amen if you trust the wisdom you carry. Listen carefully, because I am about to warn you gently. Convergence can feel overwhelming if you look too far ahead, so stay present, one step, one response, one yes at a time. Have you learned that presence keeps peace intact? My chosen one, The blessing coming will not scatter you, it will center you, but I am still holding back one final revelation, the most important one, the truth about why you specifically, why now, and why this message found you when it did, and when I speak it, you will see your entire journey differently, because what I am about to reveal will change how you understand everything that has ever happened to you. Because the reason this message found you now is not curiosity, it is confirmation. Listen carefully, my child, don't skip this, because this is where meaning replaces mystery. You were chosen to receive this blessing at this stage of life because you can now recognize it without idolizing it. Do you understand how rare that is? Earlier you might have chased it, feared losing it, or tied your worth to it, but now you can steward it, and stewardship is what heaven trusts. Have you noticed how your identity feels steadier even without external validation? That steadiness is the qualification, my beloved. You are no longer asking blessings to prove your value, you are ready to let blessings flow through your value. Do you feel that shift in how you desire things now? Don't skip this moment, because this explains why others around you may not understand what is happening for you next, and that is okay. Alignment often looks confusing to those not assigned to your journey. Have you already experienced moments where your choices made sense to you but not to others? That clarity is internal authority forming, and authority attracts provision naturally. Type yes if you trust your inner knowing more than opinions now. Listen carefully, because I am about to lift a weight you have carried silently, the belief that you had to rush to make up for lost time. But hear me, nothing needs to be recovered. Nothing needs to be forced, your timeline is intact. Do you feel relief hearing that? My chosen one, the blessing coming is not compensation, it is culmination. It gathers everything you learned, endured, and refined, and releases it forward with purpose. Have you realized how your past suddenly makes sense when viewed this way? Don't skip this, because understanding heals regret, and healed hearts receive fully. And here is the reassurance your spirit needs: you are not behind anyone, you are exactly where you must be for what is about to unfold. Do you believe divine timing can redeem every season? Type Amen if you release comparison completely now. My beloved, this blessing will not isolate you, it will connect you to the right people at the right depth. Relationships will feel mutual, conversations will feel energizing. Have you longed for connection without exhaustion? That desire is about to be met, and here is the mystery deepening again. The impact of what comes will extend further than you can see at first, touching people you may never meet. Do you sense responsibility paired with gratitude rising? That is purpose activating. Don't skip this moment, because purpose clarifies priorities quickly, and clarity accelerates outcomes. And here is the urgency: when the first sign appears, do not dismiss it as coincidence. When the second follows, do not delay obedience. Do you trust me enough to act without needing a third confirmation? Stay with me, because the final unveiling is moments away, the truth about how fast everything will move once it begins. And when that truth is revealed, you will realize that life as you know it is standing at the edge of transformation, and what happens next will change everything. Because once the movement begins, it will not unfold in a straight line, it will unfold in waves. Listen carefully, my child, don't skip this, because understanding the rhythm will keep you grounded. The first wave will feel like confirmation, the second like acceleration, the third like responsibility, and you are being prepared to ride each without fear. Have you felt emotionally steadier even as anticipation grows? That steadiness is what allows speed without overwhelm. My beloved, many fear rapid change because past change brought loss, but this change is different, it brings alignment. Do you feel a difference in how your body responds when you imagine what is coming? That calm is your spirit recognizing safety, and here is the reassurance you need: nothing arriving will demand you abandon your values, your peace, or your faith. Do you believe blessing can honor who you are? Type Amen if you trust that truth now. Don't skip this moment, because the waves will bring opportunities to choose trust repeatedly, and each choice compounds momentum. Have you noticed how small yes decisions recently led to unexpected clarity? That pattern will increase, and here is the warning spoken with love: nostalgia will try to call you back to familiar limitations when forward motion feels intense, but familiarity is not destiny. Do you recognize when comfort disguises stagnation? Listen carefully, because releasing the old will happen in layers, not all at once, and grace will meet each layer. My chosen one, you will not be asked to leap blindly, you will be guided step by step. Do you trust guidance more than guarantees? Don't skip this, because guidance keeps you flexible, and flexibility keeps you responsive, and responsiveness keeps you aligned. Type yes if you are willing to follow one step at a time. My beloved, as waves build, visibility will increase, and with visibility comes feedback, both supportive and critical. But hear me, not every voice deserves equal weight. Have you learned whose voices matter in your life now? That discernment will protect your peace, and here is the mystery: the blessing will simplify some areas even as it expands others. Do you believe expansion does not have to mean complication? Listen carefully, because I am about to prepare you for the final wave, the one that feels like arrival, when effort gives way to stewardship, when striving yields to sustaining. Have you imagined what it would feel like to finally maintain rather than chase? Stay with me, because when that wave comes, the speed of transformation will surprise even you, and the final truth I am about to reveal will explain why once it starts, it cannot be reversed, because everything is about to lock into place. Because when everything locks into place, it does so with permanence. Listen carefully, my child, don't skip this, because this is where fear of reversal must be released. What is coming is not temporary, it is established. Do you feel how different that sounds compared to past experiences? In the past you braced for loss even while receiving, but this time stability accompanies blessing, and stability is what your soul has been craving. My beloved, I did not bring you this far to tease you with possibility, I brought you here to anchor you in fulfillment. Do you trust that fulfillment can last? Type Amen if you are ready to stop expecting collapse. Don't skip this moment, because permanence requires a new mindset, one that no longer scans constantly for threats. Have you noticed how vigilance once kept you safe but now exhausts you? That vigilance can rest, and rest will not make you careless, it will make you clear. Listen carefully, because clarity sustains blessing, my chosen one. The locking into place will feel quiet at first, almost ordinary, but ordinary does not mean insignificant. Have you learned to recognize miracles that arrive gently? That recognition is maturity, and maturity keeps you grounded as things expand. Do you feel capable of holding peace and progress at the same time? Don't skip this, because permanence also changes how you plan. You will no longer plan from fear but from vision, and vision attracts resources naturally. Have you noticed your imagination becoming more hopeful lately? That is vision waking up, and here is the reassurance you need: you are allowed to look ahead without guilt now. Nothing will be taken because you dared to hope. Do you believe hope can be safe? Type yes if you feel permission to dream again. My beloved, locking into place also brings consistency, rhythms replacing chaos, reliability replacing uncertainty. Have you longed for predictable peace more than excitement? That longing is being answered, and here is the mystery: this consistency will free creativity, not stifle it. Do you see how safety allows expansion? Listen carefully, because as things stabilize, gratitude must remain active. Gratitude keeps alignment alive. Have you noticed how awareness deepens appreciation? Don't skip this, because appreciation multiplies blessing quietly, and here is the urgency. As permanence settles, complacency may whisper, but growth will continue through stewardship, not striving. Do you trust yourself to steward well? Stay with me, because the final movement is approaching, the moment when you realize this blessing is not just for you but through you, and when that realization lands, your understanding of purpose will deepen beyond anything you have known, because what happens next will redefine your impact.